everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you guys here today. I am starting a new mini series. I'm not quite sure what the name of it's going to be yet, but I'm super excited to be finally starting in my traveler's notebook. So I just showed you all of the photos that I'm going to use in this notebook. This little mini series is for a week in a life. I'm not really quite sure how people name it, but I'm just naming mine A Week in My Life. So it's going to be fun. So I made this little notebook. I took some thick white paper, like I guess printer paper, but a lot thicker, and trimmed it down and took a 12 by 12 piece of paper and trimmed it down as well to the same size. I'm not quite sure what size it is. I made this little book probably a little over a month ago. And then I sewed down the center with my sewing machine. First, I used a staple, and the staples that I had were really, really terrible staples, and they weren't holding well. So that was a problem. So I'm sorry I'm a little off camera, but you're not going to miss, I don't think, a whole lot here. I took a piece of that blue paper from the Chamel Little by Little 6x6 paper sheet, and I have a die cut from that collection as well, from her ephemera pack, and it says "So Very Beautiful," and it's got some flowers on it. And then I took this frame, as you just saw. I was digging through all my frames, and I believe that this is from the Simple Stories I Am collection, and it's just like a baby pink color. And this is just going to be my title page, and it's going to be super simple. With the Traveler's Notebook, I don't want to add a whole lot of dimension in it because I don't want it to be too thick. I'm pretty sure it probably will end up being thick, but I'm going to try my best not to do too much thickness. These letters that I pulled out are from the Pink Fresh Studio, and they are Felicity, and they're vellum alpha stickers, and they come in 3 different colors. And the light blue color was perfect. It matched that paper from the Chanel collection perfectly. And I'm going to try my best again not to use too many thickers in this because it's, smaller. And I really want to use my flat alphas as much as possible. And then these pink ones are from a Simple Stories collection that I've had in my stash for a while. And you'll see I just ripped it. They're really frail. This is, why I don't really like using these kind of alphas, because I'm really not easy with them, and I always rip them, and I always end up messing them up. But the vellums are the vellum stickers are really, really good. I really like those. I didn't feel like they were going to tear at all. So that is my title page, A Week in My Life. Nothing special. I am going to put the date of the week off camera. I will do that. And so yeah. Now I am going to glue this frame down, and I'm using my glossy accents. Lisa did send me a fine line bottle, but I have no glue to put in it. So I'm going to have to go to Michael's and get some Scotch Quick Dry, because I'm a little bit tired of using the glossy accents, because it just pees me off that I have to stick something down in it every single time I use it, even though I close the lid on it, usually right after I'm done using it. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I can go get some just regular glue sometime soon. So I am using the Spiegel Mom Scratch Sequence here, and that went by really fast. I used the Sparkle Power, and I believe that they are coming out in June. So y'all need to go get you some, because they're so pretty. Yeah, so I just used 3 of those for just a little cluster on the frame. And then I am going to take my Shimmers Spritz in Chickadee, and it's a really, really pretty yellow. It's so vibrant. And I have these little hearts that are cut out from my Cricut, and I'm just going to spray them and then hit them with my heat gun to dry them. And it's perfect. It was like the perfect little touch because the die cut from the Chamel collection had a little bit of yellow in it. And I mostly had pinks and blues on this, but I wanted to bring another hint of that yellow. So it was just the perfect touch, the perfect amount of yellow to bring it kind of all together. So I am putting a little bit of foam tape on the back of these because they were like curled a little bit from the heat gun. So the pop dots make it, I don't know, make it so it doesn't look curled. So if I would have put it down flat with my ATG, because it was so little, I feel like it would still curl up on the ends. So I like the way that looks. And now I am going to get my first photo, and these are the only 2 pages that I'm going to do for this video. So next week there will be another layout, I guess, in my traveler's notebook for that week. So the photo is me with my coffee cup in the car. I was taking my daughter to school. I was at a stoplight, so I decided to take a picture of myself. And I really feel like it's important. I know that it's just a selfie, but here recently, I just feel like it's important to take photos of myself and a week in the life kind of document. I don't do Project Life, so that's a really great way to document, your everyday stuff. But I just feel like this is going to be a really nice little way for my daughter to kind of see what we did or what I did during a normal week for me, and just kind of have that to remember when I'm gone, I guess, kind of thing. So, yeah. I am using the Doodlebug collection, Cream and Sugar, and this collection is so sweet. It's so adorable. I only have, I think I had like 3 12x12 papers, the 6x6, and then this one sticker sheet. That's all I got from this collection, but it was definitely enough, to kind of make me happy. So I'm going to use some of the scraps that I had left over from a layout that I did previously, from the 6x6 paper pad. And I made a little pocket on the first page. I'm going to do my journaling kind of on that side. And I wanted to make a pocket so I could stick a really big tag down inside of that. So I'm just doing 2 little layers here, nothing fancy. No big deal. I just wanted to bring in some of that pretty paper. And then I'm going to use another piece of that same scrap that I just cut off as corner little pieces to kind of tie in the 2 pages together. So I put one at the left top hand side, and then I put one on the right bottom hand side to kind of tie those pages together that, so your eye looks at the whole thing. So you're saying, okay, this is a whole layout. So it's kind of a double page layout, double spread. And I really wanted to use this half doily that I just had, but it was just a little too big and it was hanging over the edge. So I decided not to. And there's my giant tag that fits absolutely perfectly in this pocket. I'm just so happy with that. And then I'm using my Doodlebug washi tape that I just got. If you guys haven't watched my haul video a couple videos back, go watch that. And it is the Doodlebug washi tape, and I don't know the name. I'm sorry. There's no name. Oh, Happy Hearts. Excuse me. So I used that in a couple places, and then I'm going to use some of the coffee cups and the donuts, just layer those up there at the corner. And then I'm also going to take another coffee cup. Oh, no, just kidding. I'm going to use some of these Bella Boulevard enamel hearts. And so that brings your eye together as well. So I did the same thing on this corner and the same thing on this corner. So that's perfectly for me. And then I am going to use the other donut and the other coffee cup and layer them around the picture. And I had this little coffee cup off to the side, and it just wasn't, it would have been too much. So I didn't use that. So now I am pulling out a stamp that I've had in my collection for a really long time. Never used it. I bought it and have never used it. So I'm going to use it today and I'm super excited. I am going to do some embossing as well, which is not something that I've done in a super long time. So I'm going to take my little powder tool here and I'm just going to kind of rub it all over because I don't want that embossing powder to stick to everything. Now, it did end up still sticking to the washi tape at the bottom, but I just took that off camera and kind of like dusted it off. So the embossing powder that I'm using is from Wow, and it is Primary Fuchsia Fusion. It's so pretty. It's gorgeous. It's super bright. Now, it would have been a lot brighter and a lot prettier, I feel like, if it would have been on a white cardstock, but it wasn't. It was on the blue, so it's still, you can still read it, so that's all that matters, and it still looks really pretty. But on camera here, it kind of looks purple, and it's not purple. It's definitely a fuchsia. It's a bright, like, pink. So it says, coffee is a hug in a mug, which is so true for me. After I have my coffee, I'm a little chatty, and you can, my daughter can definitely tell in the mornings when I have not had my coffee, like if we're, rushing and I did not have time to make my coffee before I take her to school, compared to the days that I have my coffee while I'm driving or before I drive her to school. She can definitely tell when I'm a little chatty or not. So I am taking some Distress inks in Spun Sugar, and what is that one? I don't remember. Hold on. Picked Raspberry. So I'm going to just blend those two out and kind of blend them in the middle as best as I can. I'm not the best blender, let's be honest. I haven't done this in a really long time, but I don't think it looks horrible. I think it looks really cute. I'm going to add, and then that's it. Like, that was super easy. And it's just going to stick right in there. And that's where I'm going to do my journaling. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will show you guys some close-ups at the end. I'm going to do a title here with these alphas, and it's just going to say coffee. And then at the bottom, I'm going to put the date, and it was May 19th, 2017. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you did enjoy it. I hope you guys will stick around for my new series. And if you guys did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up so I know that you are enjoying it. Leave me a comment below. I always read your comments and I try to get back to every single one of you. And I really appreciate you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.